as I said before this film, initially we didn't think that we'll make it in Hindi. And that idea came when the film was ready because it had a national appeal. So this is dubbed. So that is why. It's actually shot in 2 languages, Tamil and Telugu. When we saw the product, we were like, this deserves a national release because as everybody has been saying it, maybe you'll also say it after you see the film, it is something that none of you have seen before. So it deserves a national release, especially where I feel, okay, Hindi audience also knows me a little bit. So I think they'll give it a chance.
तो खुश हो जाता हूँ देख के। ये जॉनर फिल्म का साल है, इस साल तो कान में भी जॉनर फिल्म को पाम डियोर मिला है। एंड होपफुली हम लोग वो जो इंडिया में भी किक स्टार्ट करेंगे विद गेम ओवर।
और असल जिंदगी में कितना डर लगता है?
डर तो 24 घंटे लगता है।
ट्वीट करने से कितना डर लगता है जब आप ट्रोल होते हैं, और सरकार के प्रति जब आप ट्वीट करते हैं तब कितना डरते हैं? क्या आपको डर नहीं लगता?
किसी के प्रति ट्वीट नहीं करता हूँ, मैं सिर्फ टैग करता हूँ लोगों को।
तो इवन आई कुडंट क्लासिफाई इट कि ये थ्रिलर है, हॉरर है, मतलब मर्डर है, मतलब क्या है एग्जैक्टली। आई कुडंट क्लासिफाई द जॉनर एज वेल। सो ये ट्रेलर देख के आप सिर्फ अनुमान लगा सकते हैं कि ये हो सकता है, वो हो सकता है। आपको लगेगा अच्छा, डेलिबरेटली यू ट्राई टू लिंक इट विद अच्छी ऐसी फीलिंग उस पिक्चर में आई थी इसलिए ऐसा हो सकता है, बट एक्चुअली यू कैन नॉट, आफ्टर यू विल सी द फिल्म यू वोंट बी एबल टू क्लासिफाई। येस, इट वाज फिजिकली एंड मेंटली टायरिंग। फिजिकली बिकॉज I was on a wheelchair for like 65-70% of the film, and with that cast on me, and because we had to shoot for like 12 hours with that cast, I mean, I decided not to even get out of it because it was too much of time that used to get consumed putting it on, removing it. So I decided to leave it, stay with it on the in the wheelchair. And I've never had fracture, touch wood. I've never been on a wheelchair. So that was very scary and weird in the beginning to be on it for the longest time. And mentally, I don't know why filmmakers have this sadistic pleasure of making me go through all these problems mentally, because real life में यार मैं बहुत खुश रहना पसंद करती हूँ, but I don't know what is this. I need to ask this question to all my directors. I mean most of them actually, but then yeah. So it's such a multi-layered thing. There's so many tracks parallelly going on, so many layers parallelly going on, and keeping that in mind and doing all those physical action that is required in this film was very taxing on me mentally. इतना कि ये गेम चल रही थी and मैं पीछे ना लूडो खेलती थी in between the shots just to relax my mind because it was actually very taxing. शुक्र है एक्सप्रेस में खत्म हो गई, otherwise I think वैसे ही थोड़ी सी पागल होती जा रही हूँ. After every film I'll be totally gone after this. I don't know, I just said that I take him too much for granted at times.
Put a gun on my head long time back.
No, I think that I think I have his back, he has my back. That's going to stay like this for.
And also, I
time.
think there is a kind of a sensibility and matches the kind of things I'm seeing coming from. Like if you've seen Vikram Vedha, which is my favorite film of last 2 years, and coming from the person who made that film, he's producing. I saw the film. I saw what they had done and what they had pulled off, and it's not an easy task as a filmmaker to go out and think so out of the box and make sense of it, put it together in a way where it translates to everyone. You know, I sometimes don't, as a filmmaker, I don't pay attention to कि पूरी तरह से translate हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा है, सब तक पहुंच रहा है कि नहीं पहुंच रहा. But seeing that effort that one puts in and seeing it translate, and it's just the impact of the film. I got up after finishing the film and my first reaction was game over. मतलब जो बोलना है करो. And vis-a-vis Taapsee, the thing is like we bounce off ideas of each other and things like that. And है उसकी भी एक sensibility है, वो कितना भी मतलब deep down she, I think before she came to Bombay she dreamt of being a YRF heroine, but उसका ऐसा कुछ हुआ नहीं. उसके पल्ले हम ही लोग पड़े तो उसको ऐसी फिल्में करनी पड़ती है. अंदर से वो
कितनी कोशिश करी मैं एक्टिंग ना करनी पड़े मुझे, कितनी कोशिश करी.